your next Innovation Torp, and you know, next is in 9 seconds. So you start shooting here, you know, you're gonna visor. You got 2 picks at the visor. You reloaded there? I really don't understand that. I think you still had like a few bullets. I couldn't see it there because my thing was up. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong. If you reloaded there and you still had 3 bullets, the guy was still in the open. You could have shot your last bullet and probably killed him. He had armor, okay. By the way, you can hear this hog behind you. I just don't think you listen to the game sound there because he got damaged by sick. That's what you're gonna hear here in a second too. I'm gonna put slow motion for you to hear good. I don't know. Last time I checked it, I heard him. So I think that was avoidable, but it's not gonna change a lot. I think you also just get rest. I'm not sure. Doding should have probably stayed with the sick a bit longer. Because Hawk can 2-hit tanks. 351. 430 is the next one. So we got 2 speed. You kind of just dropped that accident, I think. I think you fell off. I don't mind that. It happens, you know. It's unfortunate. You missed, like, I think you could have just... he would have died if you had shot, you know. Alright, this way you kind of have a break to reposition, though. Like, you had a long time here to reposition, and I don't feel like you repositioned at all. I think you're even gonna get another break here. It's kind of too late to reposition high ground right now, but... I said 430 there via mistake. Wait, did I not write that down? 430 is late, you cannot reposition right now. I don't know. I remember that I was thinking to myself, you had like a long time there to reposition. Instantly when you dropped, you shot the Reaper, you could have just run up, and I'm gonna show you. I'm 100% sure you're gonna be in a lot better position here. The scary thing is, you could have killed Ana here, the Hawk, right? So, you're gonna play this side. But you're just a whole, like, too much pressure. If you're up here and no one pushes you, the game is free. And Diamond players don't know how to actually contest things. Like, that Hawk is not gonna walk over here unless you start shooting him. Think about that too. The Sigma is not gonna, like, actually shield you unless you start shielding them. There are no comms. So you start shooting Reaper here. Reaper's gonna put less pressure there, because you're gonna see he's gonna put pressure there for sure, yep. Our research shouldn't have died if our tanks played together. Your tanks are not playing together this match. I don't know what's up with them. You know, you can just have better LOS. You're probably gonna see that Ana zoomed in here, yep. It's just a guess. I even know that was a thing. I don't think you're gonna be able to see the Mercy, but just better position, huh? Let's go back. Your next mistake was 540. That's probably next round. No, it's not. You guys hold this for very long. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know. You kind of. This is not something I wrote down, but I saw this and I thought to myself, you could have probably, you know. You saw earlier the Hawk was left side, right? You're playing here. You see the Hawk running around here. So you could have expected him to go there. What I would have done is actually just play for the back. You want to avoid Hawk, and if he tries to run at you, like here, you can just beam in his head. You're gonna just beam him, right? That's just out of hook range if you play here. Like this is a corner, it actually keeps you safe, and you can always rotate and go here. You see that Mercy was a pretty easy kill if you were here, because that Mercy is brain dead. And from here you can also pressure the Hawk, so I would have just rotated. Still a lot better if you would have been here though. Like, I want you to see this team fight just from here. You just have such a good LOS, and that Ana is still in the open back there. Fucking dipshit. That Ana's weird, man. She's in the open all game but never got finished once. Wait, the Sigma didn't feel off. Off. Alright, let me go back to you. You coming with Visor back. So I like it that you walk left side because right side is most of the times being camped, you know, and left side has better. It's easier to walk high ground from left either way if you need it. I don't think you make any mistakes. 548, that's in 40 seconds. Speed it a little bit. No, it's not this. I think you get pushed by Reaper here, and you just... Yeah, okay. You see how the Ana just ran there? What I don't like about that, you had your Helix ready, you should have just used it. Because what happened if your Sigma wasn't there? She actually would have just got out because she didn't use your Helix. Like your Sigma could have missed this shots, you know? The pill's coming, so I guess she would have died by getting pulled here, but their Sigma could have maybe shielded that or something. By the way, you can also go here with Soldier. If you go over here, you can Helix jump over this, and then you just glide yourself over here, and then... Look, it's risky, but it's a fun position. I use it in lower ranks like Diamond. I don't play that with Masters because they actually play Winston on this map. That's why, because the DPSs have too much fight control. The only thing that's stopping Yukana is Reaper, so I would switch Kree, and you're gonna do that later, I think. But I think the switch is also too late. Back to you. Nah, you just didn't shoot your Helix on Ana. Your Helix is always, like, ready. You wanna use it, it gives extra health charge, extra damage, you know. It's like an Ashe that doesn't use a dynamite. Next mistake is 624. I think you didn't make a mistake here, but I can make a note here, yeah. No! I tried to slow it down, but I fast forward. You win a 1v1 against Reaper ult with a pocket. You actually just need to Helix him and then shot him twice in the head. That's faster than the Reaper ult kills you. Don't think that's the right play here. She's not trying to out heal the Reaper ult and instead just damage boosting you for... You know. By the way, you could have started shooting him earlier. After Wraith there's like... I would say half a second the time to shoot him without him being able to do anything. But you need to just learn that by playing more often against Reaper. Yeah, you're just gonna die there. There was no Helix there. I mean, you just didn't use your Helix again. The Reaper. You want to use your Helix as soon as possible when he raids at you. Because if he takes 150 damage, he's not gonna try to keep pushing you. That's the way to win a 1v1 against Reaper, you just Helix him. When he's like in the middle, he teleports in front of you, it's absolutely throwing. If you were Kree, you stun fan. Because of the... Because he can't move and shoot or use his raid after his teleport for like half a second. Next mistake is 645. No, 624. I like this visor. I would have actually walked to the high ground instead of point. I don't know if you have anyone else on point, but I think you have other people. I guess you're supportive. I'll just rotate here because Sigma can one combo you. You know, it's easily you walk the high ground, but that's not something that's not gonna make a big difference. It's just my mindset. I don't want to be on point. I want to be off point because being off point is always better than on point. You want your tanks on point, not the DPS or support. Let me slow it down because I think in like 8 seconds you're gonna... I think I slowed down here. So Reaper teleports here. You could have shot your Helix right now. You missed a lot of shots on him. But the Helix would have killed him. Because it's a projectile. It's a bigger, you know. I mean, if you just shot your Helix, like, it's still ready, man. Just use it. I don't recommend shooting the Reaper here. I recommend shooting the Ana. But if you're gonna shoot the Reaper, you just use the Helix. And the Ana doesn't die, I think, or does she? No, you should have switched targets earlier to the Ana. You could have seen her earlier in the left door. I don't know. Rewatch the video. I can go back because my thing will glitch. If you go back like 10 seconds on the video, just double tap it, you're gonna see the Ana on the door. Okay, you're gonna use your Helix now. I found that funny. I really just haven't seen your Helix enough. 645 is your next mistake. Still have 637. So I think Reaper pushes you here. No, you turn away the moment this red thing. This way you can shoot him. This. Around this moment. And now he can shoot you. You run away, but you just... I don't know. I would just line up my crosshair, shoot Helix, and then shoot him, and then try to strafe, you know. He can one-hit you, but it's unlikely. And if he gives you the 120 shot, he got 60 HP, Helix is 150, 2 headshots, he's still dead, you out-damage his heals. Helix? No. It's your last chance to win that. Your Mercy's healing you, I don't understand why. The correct way to do this is just damage boost, because you won't out-heal Reaper. You see, you didn't get out-healed. Your Helix are just a little bit late. And he got some heals, you know. I think with the damage boost, he could have maybe even died. I don't know what HP is. No, he's half HP again because he shot you twice, I forgot. But that's actually like some very like high Mercy mindset. I don't expect Doring to be able to understand that. I told her that she did pretty good when the Reaper ulted. 721 positioning mistake. Yeah, I remember this. Actually, kind of a big mistake in my opinion. You put pressure on Reaper. I don't know if you feel pressure to go on point here. It's because your sick is kind of just doing dumb, I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy you're not on point, but our things are doing weird. What I don't like you to do here is push the echo. Instead I want you to just play here. This is a lot better position. I would have rotated here, you see, just big view. What's gonna happen, the Reaper is not gonna be pressured enough because you're gonna push that echo. And the Sigma is gonna get pressured by the Orisa, right? And what's gonna happen is our Sigma is gonna have to fight the Reaper alone. And I actually kind of don't know how my Orisa rotates in this fight because she... And you can also not see the fight from here by pushing the echo. You're not gonna be able to see the Sigma that's 1 HP, the Mercy that's pistoling mid-air. And don't forget you have your ult here. You wanna play around that. Can I go first person? What the fuck? You see, you just don't see anything. This is where kind of the fight is happening, man. Yeah, it's good that you pressured Echo, but you could have pressured Echo from here. And I don't think the Echo is gonna do a lot there because double shield. Maybe you had Ana there, then it was understandable, but your Ana shouldn't be there. I mean, if Ana's here, that's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Easy sleep and Nate on the sick, Nate on the Reaper. Anyway. You just want to play here, I'll show you why. I'm just gonna let you do your thing, and you see the fight is kind of just going on. You can't see anything except that Echo. From here you would have been able to kill the Sigma would have died 5 times in a row. You're gonna see the Reaper is gonna do whatever he wants because no one is pressuring him, and that's your job. You're pressuring the Echo, but your fire is just doing weird. Our Mercy should have been on the fire. Fuck the Sick. The Sick was dead. The moment the Reaper was on him, and that's because he wasn't pressured. The Sigma could have died 20 times here because yeah, your damn Mercy was DPSing for some reason. What's gonna happen is your Orisa has full HP, but any tank would back up from a Reaper. It's because the Reaper isn't pressured. Without armor, it looked better HP. I mean, I guess she could have stayed longer on point. Your Mercy could have also touched. You're just in so much better position. The Reaper wouldn't be able to walk on your Orisa like that from here. And that's why we cannot lose. It's also your Orisa fault, man, but I don't know. You could have done something better there, for sure. You tunnel visioned on Echo. I feel like that's a big mistake there, just positioning and tunnel visioning. Because their Sigma should have been out of the fight at the moment the fight started, the moment Mercy pulled out her pistol. And I know you have to aim to just kill him, it's just positioning there. Alright. 907. Yeah, I don't need to spectate you to the extent. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk through here. You walked straight through here and started shooting them from here, right? What I told you that happens in Masters often is people push the bridge because it's a beautiful angle. What you're gonna do by pushing here is you're gonna force them to not use high ground like this. The Reaper won't be able to like drop down on you, on your team, and get out easily by the stairs, which is right. You have dissolve angle. Often Ana plays like further back here. You see you're playing there, by the way. I like that. Often Ana plays here, but Ana's doing some weird strategy. You pause there. You pressure the Reaper, right? If you pressure the Reaper out and you know he backed up, you can also think the Ana is just not there. The Ana shouldn't be there. Ana's doing weird. You would kill that Ana, she's alone. Unless she hits her sleep or something. Do they have any dive? They have a ball. The ball could maybe peel. The Reaper could also peel, but you see from here the Bastion is kinda open. Then if you walk further here, you just see the Mercy, the Sigma, that's big pressure. See what you do. I understand why it's so... God damn it. Alright. 917 is your next mistake, that's in like 10 seconds. Oh yeah, you pick the stairs, I remember this. I feel like you see the Mercy first, but you go on and shoot the Sig. What's gonna happen, the Sigma realizes, yo, there's someone behind me, I'm getting shot, and he's gonna shoot it. I prefer you shooting Mercy here. If you use your Helix here, the Sigma would have died, by the way. I'm 100% sure the Sigma would have died. You see? How much HP? Helix. Where are they? You could have also tried Helixing the Mercy and shot it twice. You need to use your Helix, man. It's absolutely a broken ability. It's like you're playing Hanzo without Storm Arrows. It's like you're playing Ashe but not using her Dynamite. It's one of her strongest abilities to gain ult charge. It's like... what else? Genji without deflect. What? I found that so funny. No, that's your biggest mistake for sure. Like, if you just use Helix, you're gonna be a lot better. You're gonna learn how to like actually line up your Helix by using them, and but less struggle. So you decide here to go low ground, right? To pressure low ground. Later you're gonna change that plan. Now, that's why I want you to be here, because you're already doing what you wanna do, right? You wanna take this high ground. The Ana is, by the way, in the open right now. Yeah, Bastion's going for a flank or something. It's absolutely worth this match. And you want to take high ground, right? That's your main goal. So if you would have just played bridge and pushed from there, it's would have made your life easier, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna go here and push this and then back up and leave the fight for 20 seconds. Let me first check my notes. Maybe I made a small mistake that I won't recognize, because I watched it like 2 times before I actually... Oh yeah, you walk in a straight line here. If they had hit scan, you're fucked. Never walk in a straight line, even if you're shooting an AFK guy. Make it a habit to always walk left, left, right, left, 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 right, right, left, right. Like some weird pattern, you know? Yeah, not even a pattern, randomized. Have some weird strafing pattern. That's a good helix. Looking at the feet, I want to see that more. And he absolutely just got beamed. Okay. What you're gonna do now, Mercy's gonna push for rest. You're gonna push the Mercy. I think you could have helixed her there if you shot a bit earlier. There's a whole struggle for some reason. Try to not get too close to a target. I notice your aim is a bit less good on close. So if you keep your distance a bit more, you don't get awkward fights like that. And now you leave the fight for a whole 10 seconds by doing this rotation. You would have never been there in the first place to make that rotate if you were here. Trust me, the Reaper and the ball would have died either way. Even if you weren't there, the Mercy would have just been doomed down, because Sigma, D.Va, and Mora looking at her. If you were here, it's a lot better position, isn't it? Because you're just with your Mercy, by the way. That's even worse. It's a 4v4 right now. What should have been a 1-5. Because I think you guys found a way to lose this. Okay, this happens. You try to push the 6. You back up. Now you want to think. This is where the moment where you think to yourself, next team fight is gonna happen. Where do I want to be next team fight? Do I want to be here? Do I want to be here? I wish I could fly Fitzner. Or do I want to be here? Or even, in my opinion, the best option is... You showed me earlier, you can do this. Helix jump. Here. Or do you want to be here? What's gonna be the best position? Getting staggers is good. But you in a winning position, where you just absolutely shred everything in existence, is even better. Going for staggers isn't bad, but our Sigma and Mora and D.Va, our D.Va's D-Max, so that's kinda unlucky, and our Pharah, I think our Pharah is dead. Let me check on our Pharah is. Fuck is our Pharah? Yeah, and our Pharah should be able to deal with that. That's a 2v4 if you just leave the ball is came back, so I guess it's a 3v4, but your repositioning would have just won the team fight here. I don't like this position. I already told you it's better to be up there, you know. You go here for this and you were just wasting your time. You had so much time to go here, the election, and imagine you're here now. Like, you would have been here right now. Do you think that Sig Mercy are gonna achieve anything with that ball? See, the Reaper's left beneath, your Sigma's all the way in the back because of that. So you're kind of just not having a tank, but you're gonna put too much pressure on them to do anything, even with your Sigma throwing. You can also spawn camp the Ana Mercy, the Ana Bastion. It's a great angle. They're not gonna expect anyone to peek here. They're gonna be walking in a straight line. You shoot your helix. You shoot her twice and the hatch is dead. Go back to you. We go to time. I open my phone again. I kind of just don't look at the notes anymore. Oh, I want to go first person. I always forget what button that is. 10:09. It's exactly what I said. You should be hide here. It's 26. Like, nah, I'm gonna slow it down and go back here again. Imagine you were here right now. Like, just look at this. You guys win this team fight, but it should have been a lot faster. By the way, the Reaper wouldn't have been on your dick if this happened. The Bastion couldn't set up like that. The moment you see this Reaper here, this is where you run. This guy 2-hits you with the damages. But I think he survived because he misses a shot. No, he hits the fire. He hits you only for 30. I don't know how he fucks that.
I've got you in my sights.
I guess you get value of the visor, but it's a scary visor, man. It's absolutely a scary visor for you. You were 70 HP, you visor. The Reaper could have probably killed you if he played it good, you know? But I don't mind. You got value, that's what matters. It's too late to Helix jump over there, but... Like, you're in a good position, but you could have just been in a bit better. Look, and you use it now. You go left side. I don't feel that. What are you gonna see from left side? Think. Where do they respawn? They respawn in this door. You know this. And they're gonna be here trying to back up. What's the best position for you to be able to see them and just completely beam them? This position. You have LOS on both support, on respawn, and even on this door respawn. And you don't have to reposition for like 40 seconds there, because there in a way you're gonna miss so many shots that you don't kill either of these support or pressure their Sigma to like die. The Reaper can always push you, but what's gonna happen is your team keeps pushing, right? And they're gonna be here. What's gonna happen is they're gonna try to back up here, right? You can still see that. When your team starts pushing on them because you're getting staggers, you're there, they're gonna have to walk through your LOS for the next 20 seconds to get to safety. This is the only place where they're safe. Because if they try to hook this and hide, for one, you can splash damage on Helix. Your team is gonna start pushing them. So, just absolutely roll them if you were there. No. Yeah, you sleep. She misses sleep here. Imagine he sicked ult there and you were right side. You could have seen a lot more. Mind you shooting sick there, that's fine. You get shot, drop. Nice. Keep running. Ah, you just died, okay. But oh no, I didn't point this. Do I risk it and go back in time? Fuck it. No, I think it's glitched. Last time I had the icon, I was glitched. Why? It's not needed. Like, it doesn't load. I just wait. Huh? Yeah, I didn't go back all the way. What the fuck? Okay. I'll cut this out, man. Like your shot says, I need to kill something with it. Like in gameplay, you see it as like, wait, this is what I mean. Before I go on, you see the mercy beam? You see the mercy beam go up. I saw this the first time I watched on it on normal speed, and this is how we know the Reaper is gonna be behind you. And I'm pretty sure he's behind you, like just pushing sticks. Yeah. I know. I was like just looking on it, and I noticed that Maybe it's a bit too much to tell you, but you could have seen the Reaper if you think about it. So there, in a way, he jumps on you. I would have turned around right now because of the beam. I think this is where I stopped first now. Look at you such as pressure. Pressure is very important in Overwatch. You need to pressure the enemies, otherwise they do whatever they want. You need. That's what I. Why Marina got mad at me, because I wasn't contesting high ground, like hard going up there, and absolutely just, because it was King's Row, the soldier was left on top window. I was low ground, next to like the fireplace inside, like next to my support. Marina asked me to go contest high ground. I know in the 15 seconds I have to do to run up there, my team is gonna be 5v6ing and one man down. So I told her I can go up there, but I'm contesting him. Contesting is that I'm shooting him. I'm making sure that he can't just do whatever he wants. So every time he peeks, I start shooting him and helix him. That's how important pressure is. Because if I would just walk away and let him do whatever he wants, he would be fucking up my support so bad. Pressuring my tanks, just beaming them. What we need there was a D.Va. They have a D.Va, so I did the best I could. Maria got mad at me for that. Because it wasn't good enough. But it's the most you could do. And it's the most likable for my team to win if I keep shooting him instead of running up there. Because it's too late to run up there. Maria's right, I was out of position. I should have been up there earlier. But I didn't expect a plat player to actually use the high ground, so I was just playing, I don't full sweat in plat/diamond. Let me check your next mistake. We're halfway. It's probably a very long video. 11:02. Your next mistake is 11:53. And it's a pretty common mistake that I've noticed. Start speeding. I'll stop on 11:50. Yeah, I understand that you poked that, but you could have probably better just ran instantly. You could have just fought the Bastion. You're too much HP, you're gonna see you're winning this fight because you had a helix. He still dies though, but you could have stayed high ground, that's what I mean. Never mind. Can't choke. What I would have done there is actually just run to the door, or you should have been playing up further. Further forward. You want to position yourself closer to the door. You're playing too far from cover. Because you could have easily, helixed, went out of his LOS, and then re-peeked. Because the moment he takes 120 damage, because he has armor, right? So it's 90 damage he gets. That's when he panics. And then you can either fast peek corners, or we just try to beam him. You see that Ana zoomed in all the way in the back? It's a pretty easy kill with Helix. It doesn't look easy, but she's standing still and zoomed in. And she can't see you because she's zoomed in. I don't know if I can go to her. You see, she kinda just can't see you here. Or she can, I guess, but it's a Helix, 2 shots and she's dead. That Ana is dog shit. Absolutely out of position, everything, but you shoot at her, but no Helix. You wanna start? The first thing I want you to see every time you duel something or you're trying to kill something on range is Helix. Because it's the burst damage that matters. Because you're not gonna kill Ana without Helix there. If you would've shot Helix, the Helix would've connected, she would've died. Because that's 150 damage. You see how low she is? Alright, and next mistake is 12-10. I don't know if that's on this. Yeah, I would go back high on there. You're poking. What's better is If you would just run here, either go here, but it's still not my favorite spot for you to be in. I already told you this, there's a Reaper up here, so this would have been fucking terrible, but I don't know what the fuck that Reaper is doing. Oh, 1v1ing a Pharah. Play here or try to take plane. You would have 1v1 Reaper, but you have a pocket, so that's easy dominable. That's a matchup, a skill. You know? I know what's gonna happen to the Reaper, I know what's gonna happen to you. I forgot this part, to be honest. I pressed the wrong button again. There's no rotation. The rotation is late in my opinion. Could have been up here earlier. The Reaper dropped either way, so the moment you see him drop, we need 4 people to kill Reaper? What's gonna happen to my Sigma and Mora? Like, what is gonna happen to them? They're absolutely fucked. I'll tell you that. I feel like they're 2 down though. Where's the other 2? Reaper, Sig, Ana. That ball is just pulling spawn or something. Yeah, they're coming. Power drive your Sigma is dead. What if you can go back out? Yeah. What if you were just already like somewhere like here? You could have also just pushed here, you know, straight up this, or you were like, it's not gonna be doing a lot here, but you know, here pressuring Ana, their Sigma's not gonna get a lot of heals because their Mercy's pistoling, and you have your Mercy. Our Pharah D.Va won that. You know, you can shoot a sim here, Ana. Also here. This. Also here you have LOS on that spawn door. This is just such a great position, but also I use this a lot in lower ranks because it takes a lot of effort to get up there. And lower ranks I just play here. No one is actually gonna do shit about you. Play this, you have cover, this is also cover. But you know, you're kind of far away from cover, so you just need to like actually check that 24/7, or you ask your Mercy. So when I queue with my duo, Asha, she calls it out when someone is in that door. The Inoue Sick is alive, I don't believe that, but... And even gets a pick, that's just being lucky. Shoot Ana here. You can see it's in my response. Like, I'm not even looking at my notes, but I just see the Ana, he looked, ready? Ana dies. Still shoot Ana here. Still shoot Ana. You can still shoot her. No, not anymore. Now you can shoot her. No, okay, you didn't see her though. You hear Reaper? Nice. You played this right? I do not like this visor at all, but that's my opinion. It worked out, that's what matters. You did amazing eat there. I don't know if you saw that, but she ate the sleep. Okay, so now we think, what are we gonna do here? Reposition next team fight. Where's the team fight gonna be? This corner, right? This corner most of the time. Where do you want to be? They're all respawning. You're absolutely safe. The first thing people do is like chase people out of their spawn, right? Like they're sick and Symmetra is staggering. By the way, you don't want to kill them instantly because they're staggering. As long as you have someone on point and these 2 people are alive and ready to be pushed whenever your team is ready, it's like if you wait 5 seconds there, they're gonna respawn 5 seconds later. So what you want to do is just rotate. That's what I would do. I would just set up high ground again. This is, by the way, a beautiful map you chose to actually get coaching, because it's the most high ground based map in the game. If they're gonna actually try to back up with some TP shit, like there, she still dies. You know, you're here for next team fight. When the payload is here and you're here and the Reaper, you know, at least you're gonna take time from Reaper away. He needs to push you. The worst thing could happen is he solo outs you, but you actually win that. I already told you that with a helix and a few shots. Whenever it happens, I'll send you a clip of me doing it. I've done it before a few times. So You actually have potential. I see some like good plays, but you just make a lot of mistakes though. We can fix that. I'll fix you. Don't worry about it. Like the pushing on Symmetra here is just a waste of time. Your Diva should have just your sick Diva, Mercy. We're all pushing that. You could have repositioned her.
Go into position.
You would have been high ground right now with our sick down. Um, you just need to keep an eye on the Reaper, because he's gonna look for a TP, right? If you're playing here,
Okay,
then
Phantom,
I'll be
I
able
did
to
this
even
clip
maybe your
real
team
quick
can
in
push
between
them
because I want to learn you
in
something.
front of the first
I only
stroke
have 20 seconds or something, so I'm gonna be fast.
before the enemy can even
GM,
like
it's important
regroup.
to understand that
See, the Mercy Reaper wouldn't be able to just
you're
walk
gonna be a
around
bit
there.
and
I know, they're
shots
actually
you don't have to
regrouping
get
good
anything
here.
to actually get
And
value.
no one is
You wanna
pushing
shoot
point?
things to
Big mistake.
pressure. So as example, I was playing with Marina and she got mad at me that I didn't run to the high ground.
If
And
that
instead actually like just kept shooting the soldier on the high ground on King's
You're
Row
shooting
and like in the window. Because I couldn't run
Yeah,
up there, I
at
would
least
have been
don't
out of
chase
the fight for 15 seconds. If I would have gone up there, we would have lost the fight because of 5v6.
you go to your PFV,
So I chose to not do that. What I did was just kept shooting him to pressure him, so
You
he
just
didn't do
died there?
shit the whole fight.
um,
Yeah, that's it. So
you
that's
play
the
it
difference
right, you're trying
between
to
killing
back up on
something
the
and
healing
pressuring
pack. I don't know why
something.
you're checking corners
Um,
when the thing is
You just need to understand how to pressure
going for
him.
it. But slower helix and you just won that. There's no reason to actually. Could have also just pre-fired. Got my phone back. This is where we back up, by the way. So first thing that comes to my mind after I kill a Reaper. You noticed you're like 3 people down. You're going high ground. They can punish you. They have a ball. If they don't have any dive characters, playing here is not that bad. The things that can happen here, their Symmetra can teleport on you with their Orisa. In GM, you're gonna get pulled off high ground by a fucking thing. The ball should dive you. There are so many things that can happen. Reaper gets rest, you know where he is.
Never die.
You almost got there, Orisa. Now you back. No pull, no TP, nothing. It took 5 minutes for them to realize when they saw the Reaper die. So it's just your enemies are bad, but in Masters that's not acceptable. You got punished there. Nexus sick. I haven't opened my thing in a bit. 13 something. Anna, open again, 1406. Nice aim. I don't like you chasing the ball there, but you don't really chase him. I remember somewhere you chased the ball. You're gonna see the Anna on the open here again. My mind instantly snapped on that. If your helix are ready, yeah, your helix are ready. So easy shots, you're gonna see she doesn't move over the past 5 minutes. It's gonna be hard to land it because the Orisa is kind of front. With the Ana still in the open, and she's out LOS right now. 1540. Just skip. I don't have to talk 20 minutes about Ana being in the open. I know it's tough for some reason. I'll just put them together. Wait, that means I'm an hour busy? What the fuck? Sorry, man. It's gonna be a long.
The war goes on. Tactical necessity.
I don't really feel like you made a mistake here. Why put that on? I guess because I saw the Ana through the wall. And I was like, you know the Reaper's right side. There ain't no way he does anything. 1632 though. The next one is pretty far away. Even on Kree, I think. I feel like you just win the team fight there. We go high ground. Yeah, the chasing the ball there is good. Yeah, high ground. I prefer playing at the left because you have better cover. It's whatever.
I'm gonna try to go a bit faster through it right now because I feel like I already like have been doing this for an hour. Yo, there was a mistake in dark rotation here, I remember. You're shooting the diva. I don't know if you saw that. I don't want to go back, you know what happened last time. You shot the diva, you want to just put the video in slow motion. You're gonna see you shoot the diva, but the first thing you want to do here is think who is ult charge. The diva just respawned, so you know she's not gonna have ult. The Symmetra got nanoed earlier, so she's gonna have wall. So, you know the Reaper just ult, so that's not a problem. The Ana could be back on a nano. So as you see, she's close to it. So what are your highest targets? Symmetra and Ana. Then second, by you just looking in the air like that, you could have probably killed a Mercy instead of shooting Diva. And Mercy is a lot better pick in overtime than like in a point fight and a Diva. So yeah, you just want to shoot squishes there. The tanks are like, you know, tanks want to be the first one to die. Because as long as their support are alive and their DPS are alive, they're doing something. The tanks will just tank, so you let it making them do their job. They take your. You gotta think about pressure here. Whether you really want to pressure the Symmetra Reaper, because their Reaper, if you let them walk around freely with their Symmetra, it's just. You see, your stick isn't having a great time over there. Oh, 1 HP again. Did you just reload twice in a row? I don't know if I saw that, but if that happened, I understand after Helix you reloaded? You could have just kept shooting. You still had like 14 bullets, the ball. It's also a very common lower mistake, people reload too much. 20 to 20, 25. No, 834, 1834. No, 1632 is your next mistake. I think I mistimed that because that's in maybe 1732, probably. You go Kree here, right? Should have fully made that switch earlier. Oh, you didn't have roll. Okay, you wasted your roll. Right? No, yeah, you wasted your whole roll here. There's no reason to roll here. You could probably use it later for something else. Like, it's just kind of a waste of roll. You could have just walked out. Let's say that Reaper dived you because they called out that you used stun and that you used roll. That would have been a whole new scenario. You would have been pretty vulnerable. That's like things that happens in Masters. More comms. Or GM. You stun him here. Alright, next mistake is 1834. That's already on Pharah, so let's just beat it. Again, I want you to push the bridge here, not this. This is just unlucky, you're kind of just missing some shots, it happens, you know. Cool on the aim practice thing, you know. Just again, you leave the fight for a few seconds, just cost the game. This kind of costs you the game. If you would have pushed the bridge, it would have already been high ground, you would have been out of the fight so long. Yeah, that one was just actually pretty good. 1834. Yeah, that's 1834 where you were just out of the fight. That cost you the game, man. At least the team fight. I think you made the same mistake on Pharah. Only 3 mistakes left. I hope it's not like 2 hours long, man. I feel like I just talk too much when I do this.
Thanks for the assist.
With fire, you want to always look to like book people in front of the shield for your team to actually follow up. You have a gem. You're playing in the right position this time. I don't mind you spamming the spawn when you play here. So he doesn't get hit with a trap. I know I don't play Reaper. I think I have seen Reapers and Wraith in a trap before, so I don't feel like. I felt like he just walked through it. Anyway, what you wanna do here at the start is absolutely just get some outcharge, you know, because you're here either way. You shoot twice on top or twice bottom. I recommend on top because you have splash damage. You can also do the same with your Helix. I'm gonna assume most people walk top, at least for as far I know. And if they're bottom, you can see them because there is a glass thing. Then you just instantly coach gun yourself back here, and you know you're in the right position. 2025. I feel like you just forgot about Reaper here. Not even check it again. It's nothing. You're lucky he backed up. Or was he low? I don't fucking know, to be honest. I don't know, you kinda just forgot. I don't like how you play her. At least put yourself over this. See, Bap is there, Reaper is there. You can kind of pressure that from this. You can peek this. If they're not respawning hit scan and shoot at Mercy more. What you did here, you start shooting tanks too.
Thanks for the assist.
You know, chasing the ball is a waste of time. You're not gonna kill him either way. You could have been shooting Sick here. You could have been shooting Bap, the Reaper, the Mercy. You want to shoot Bap here. If you shoot Bap when he's trying to jump, his jump won't go off because you boop him up a bit. I don't want to press the wrong button and go to the end again. See, you're shooting the tanks here instead of like the Bap Mercy. A pick here is crucial. The person that got the pick here probably wants the game. I want to go back to you. But this isn't that bad because you're getting ult charge and last team fight is gonna begin. But there are just better things to do. Like, what really matters is the picks. Your whole team dropped front. You want to drop back. You're just out of position. You would have been wanting to like, instead of going there, you should have acknowledged that the Bap and Reaper were there because you saw that, and you would have just played here instead. Because if you were here now, the Bap and the Reaper wouldn't be able, and the Mercy were playing here earlier, you would have been too big of a pressure to them, and so to the Reaper. And then you could have rotated now when, you know, they backed up, and they're trying to push bottom, and now you're here. Like that, neither of the DPS at that side, it's terrible. You take a very long fight with the Symmetra here, it keeps you out of the fight. It's just unlucky. She just missed some shots.
Get into position.
What do you want to do now? Like, the first thing I will do is coach gun this, boom, you're in an easier way to like spam, right? You can easily kill the Symmetra at 2 shots, then you're gonna start to spam this. You see, they're all bunched up here. The first thing that comes to mind to me, the coach gun. You see, you start shooting the sim, but what you want to do is shoot that once and then ult. Because you could have shot 5 people, and you would have got your ult for sure. Now you're gonna take long to get your ult. Your Sigma has a great shield and you're and you lose the game. The only win condition there was your ult. But the real reason you lost that is because no repositioning and you were kind of out of position at the start of the team fight. You were not out of position because you weren't getting punished and you were getting some value, but you were just not playing the correct position. You saw their Bap and their Reaper go high ground. Sort of, you know, really rotated because of that. So the mistakes I mainly noticed is not using Helix and not shooting a target that's zoomed in. You did that like 4 times. And then your rotations, they're not bad, but they could be better. Your high ground usage, I showed you the plane and the helix jump. You showed me the helix jump. Those are just important. Um, then you stagger. You go for staggers instead of repositioning. Um, Getting staggers is important, right? But sometimes it's not needed for you. Like third point, with the Symmetra and Sigma behind, they don't need to die instantly. You can actually just stagger them even longer, and you could have set up high ground. You're lucky because I think they could have actually, if they communicated more and died on point, the Sigma and the Symmetra, or jumped off the map, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? If you ever get in a scenario of the Sigma and the Symmetra, die on point. Jump off the map, even better. And then you take the first choke. Because if there's Symmetra and Sigma were jumped off the map, and you try to go for the stagger, so you just jumped off, then the fight was gonna be harder because you weren't on high ground. Hey, you played good. There are just improvements to be made, and there is potential. You know, I see a lot of mistakes that I used to make. I thought that was funny. I'm gonna show you some helix jump, but no, it's gonna be quick at it. Okay, Fenton, I wanted you to see some, you know, helix jumps. But as you see, my ping is not really like working with me. So yeah, this is just the end, man. Sorry that the thing is so long. I could have probably made it shorter with talking less and just being more straight. I tried being straight, and I just kinda wanted you to give like a good, you know, explanation of why the things are bad you did or why they're good, or the way I would do it is better. Really, I'm not a GM player, so there are things that other people won't agree with. For me, I don't really, you know, I just give you what I think. Someone tells you you're doing something wrong, should tell them, give me a good argument. And, you know, that's a helix jump, by the way. And if, you know, if you feel like they're right, then they're right. I hope I can show you this helix jump real quick. No, you can helix jump by standing there, up there. Let's see if I can do it right now. I sometimes use this in game, but it's risky because you're kind of open. Wait, my Wi-Fi is maybe normal. You don't need helix for this, I'm pretty sure. By the way, this is also important. You know, I showed you this in the thing. It's a good position. What else? It's only kind of one I really use. I use this in diamond and plat, and it depends what they're playing. I don't do this against waters, but you kind of hard peek here, you know, to get it. Yeah, my control is broken, by the way. If I aim down, my aim goes up for some reason. See, I'm aiming down. Should. No reason for my control to be broken. I wish you could helix jump around that, but you can't. Yeah, that's it, man. That were the helix jump. I'll talk to you when my Wi-Fi is normal. I go sleep now.